Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial. Yes, unusually, this was released on a Monday rather than a Thursday. And it's to celebrate the new Gran Turismo film that is coming out. We're doing the Redbull Ring here in the new liveried Nissan GTR GT3 car. Racing hard tyres. Gold difficulty, I'm going to say, is medium. It does like to spin its wheels. And the estimate, because it's such a long time trial, 50 days, it's going to be around a 130.5 as a gold estimate. That time's going to keep being nibbled down by those that want to get rank 1 on the leaderboard. If you're not subscribed already, do subscribe to the channel. If you do like the video, please give it a like as well. But you can see the Nissan in the background there. Let's jump into the time trial and let me tell you how to do this lap. So as you head towards turn 1, okay, you're actually going to want to use all of the circuits. Now you go towards the left-hand side. So the left tyres on the tarmac on the left and the right tyres are on the curb on the right. And we're going to use a 100-meter board like we always do at the Redbull Ring, okay? We're braking just before this hits the top of the screen, okay? Just before. It's so close. So you're basically braking at it. Now I dropped to second gear, then back to third, just to stabilize the car on exit. You're going to get a lot of spins on this corner, okay? Just be careful with that wheel spin. It's better to be about 20% on the throttle throughout the corner rather than lift off and then go back on. That's where you're going to get more of the wheel spin. Heading towards the next corner then. Again, I'm using all of the circuit. Now, you're looking at the 100 board, but I started using that Marshall on the right-hand side as they hit the edge of the screen because it's a brilliant brake marker, okay? It's actually a fantastic marker. Rather than trying to judge it on the 100 board, you've got a Marshall. Every time they leave the screen, you hit the brakes, and that's what I'm going to do here. Now, I don't quite use all the track properly there. I dropped the first gear, short shift to second, and be careful of wheel spin on the exit. You want to stay in second as long as possible. If you short shift to third, you're going to lose a tenth or two on exits. So try and stay in second and avoid that hitting the limiter essentially as much as you can. And down towards this right-hander then, you got the 100 board on the left-hand side. There's no other marker really here to use other than judging it based on that 100 board. And it's very hard to see with this sunlight focused at you. So before the 100 board, you are braking, okay? But you're trying to get as close to it as you can in terms of the braking distance. I dropped to second gear here. I turn in and I accelerate out in second gear. Now, I stay in second for stability reasons. You don't want to hit the limiter like I did there. Some of the leaders are doing it in third gear, but third gear will present more oversteers. So you're going to have to judge that accordingly, however you feel safe. Head towards the next corner then. It's the 50 or the line, whichever one you want to use. They're the same marker here. And I'm braking just before that. You can see I've just started to brake here. So you can see that judgment. What's that? 60 meters-ish maybe here. Again, I'm trying to use as much of the track as possible as I turn in. Trying to get the car rotated. Now, this car likes to oversteer a little bit with the power. So it actually helps with turning in as well. So if you go on the throttle a little bit, it'll turn you around. The next braking zone then, as the short circuit meets the full circuit here, you can see that point there. That is my brake marker. And you want a wide line initially to come in to really accelerate out the corner. And you're going to see that here as well. Notice the wide line in, waiting. Then I click the curb and then full throttle on exit. You have to stay on the red and white curbs here for track limits. Anything over that, you will just get an invalidated lap straight away. No slowdown though, which is a bit of a win, to be honest. It keeps you in your rhythm. Head towards the next corner then. You have the Marshall box on that left-hand side. You're braking just before that hits the edge of your screen, okay? And again, I'm using all of the circuit here. I'm really trying to maximize the circuit in terms of angles on corners to really improve that time. So, fourth gear, accelerate into it, drop to third gear mid-corner, accelerate out of it, up to fourth gear, and then at the end of the Austrian flag on the left-hand side there, you can see that just before it hits the edge of your screen in terms of the very end of it on the right-hand side. You're going to drop to third gear and you're going to brake. And you're going to want to truck the car in for this one, okay? The bump mid-corner as you accelerate out can force oversteer in a crash, or it can force you around very nicely, as you see a little bit of oversteer there, and then you head towards the line. Now, this is a 1:28.9. Plenty more time in the lap there, especially if I got the midsection corner right with a right-hander. Let's go to a full Martin Brundle lap then. So head towards turn 1. Use all the circuit on the left-hand side, and we're going to brake at the 100-meter board here. We're actually going to drop to second gear to slow the car down and get it turned in. Or short shift to third gear, accelerate out on the throttle throughout that corner just to maintain some form of stability as we accelerate towards the next turn. What we're looking for here, again, is to use all of the circuits. We go over towards that left-hand side, and we're going to be using the 100 board or the Marshall on the right that you can see right at the very edge of your screen there. As we come into here, I drop to first gear, short shift again to second, try and get some grip on the exit. Stay in second as long as possible on the exit as you then change to third as you get closer to that sign. Accelerating down towards the downhill right-hander, the one that I can do better for sure. You're going to use the 100 board and try and brake as close as possible to that 100 board. Again, dropping down to the second gear. Now, as I say, some leaders short shift to third here because you can maximize it a bit better than hitting the limiter like I do, but second offers more stability. Head over towards that right side then. We're using the 50 board other line now. Again, late apex for these corners. Trying to turn it as much as possible. Use the power to rotate the car a little bit through the corner. Accelerate out. Just as a short circuit meets the full circuit there. That's our next brake marker. Turn in. Use all the curb on the left-hand side. Accelerate out using all the red and white curbing where we can. And accelerate towards the final two corners then. What we are going to be looking for is using all the circuit on the left. It opens up. Use the Marshall box then. Brake down into third gear then. Short shift to fourth there. Accelerate through. At the end of the Austrian flag, we brake third gear. Chuck it in. Bit of a bump there. Be careful, power oversteer. Accelerate towards the line. And hopefully that is the goal time for you as we get a 1:28.9. That is literally the lap in a nutshell. Red Bull Ring, very easy to follow. It's normally the 100 board into the 50 board. That's how you do the Red Bull Ring. And you see those glow on the red hot discs there as I break through that corner. That is it in terms of the time trial. Hopefully it'll get you gold. You've got plenty of time to get gold and get those 2 million credits. As I say, if you did enjoy it, like it, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content and help us on our journey to 40k. If you missed yesterday's video, which was the weekly race guide and also the patch video, make sure you check those out there. Both of them are on your screen. Thank you once again for watching, as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.